I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto almost daily, jumping right into the market. Today in crypto, Bitcoin, 1 hour. We talked about yesterday's video. The bulls need a retest, and you did get the bounce. Now, overhead resistance, the next test. There's obviously a scenario where Bitcoin moves sideways for a period of time here. Will the alts take off while Bitcoin is resting? You got to remember, like, Bitcoin put in a 40% move to the upside, right? Altcoins are loading, right? Like a spring, they're loading up because they will outperform Bitcoin when they run. And so we're constantly going to be keeping you guys updated, talking about different ideas that signal possible altcoin season, right? It doesn't have to be like the mega altcoin season of the world, right? Altcoin season would be very good trading, might be 3 weeks, might be 5 weeks, but we'll take it, right? At this point, it's easiest money you can make in crypto. All right, so here's the Bitcoin 4-hour chart. You can clearly see you got the breakdown of the rising wedge. You've got a retest. So the question is, bearish retest right here could mean more downside. You want Bitcoin to do something that it doesn't normally do, and that happens after you have this huge rising channel that broke up to the upside, which is not supposed to happen. So Bitcoin went against the percentages. And so, again, there's ideas where if you do get a bearish retest and more downside, you're looking, the best buy is 25,200. That needs to hold, right? Buyers jumped in exactly where I said they would right here on the daily chart. Posted this on Twitter. Follow me there, cryptobtc_Chris on Twitter. So I said elite traders will front run retail and buy here. And that's exactly what happened. They bought this first support level. Textbook retest area would be this breakout where all the volume came in, right? This would be the best case scenario if you're able to buy there. You don't want to lose 25,200, right? Because that means not amazing for Bitcoin. You start to lose this level and it kind of takes away a lot from this move. But I want to really emphasize how important this move is out of Bitcoin, right? You've got to break and hold above the weekly time frame. Let me pull it up in group, what I posted, just so you see the importance of Bitcoin breaking the weekly time frame. 200 simple moving average. 2015, so this 200 simple weekly right here, 2015, briefly, you had a couple candles close underneath the 200. 2018, it was the bottom. 2019, it was a bear market bottom. Even the panic situation drop in 2020 briefly closed under and then immediately gained under. Well, look what happens after each one of these tests of the 200. Huge upside, huge upside. Go back to the other chart, huge upside. Bitcoin on the weekly chart, this is why I covered it so many times with you guys. Like every single day, I'm like weekly, which is overkill. But it's a very strong weekly candle close because you regained the level that we haven't never, that I saw, did you see this much time under the 200 simple. Remember, on the weekly chart, remember you had Luna, right, which dogecoin got arrested, good for him. You had Luna, UST, you had Three Arrows Capital, Celsius, BlockFi, FTX, everything just failed and massive, painful bear market, got crushed, and you saw a devastating move to the downside out of Bitcoin, right? So now that level has been regained on the weekly chart. It's very important that, let's say you're watching 20 YouTubers, right? There's a lot of noise in this market. You're seeing charts everywhere, ideas everywhere. There has to be a way in your mind that you say, okay, I'm going to pay attention to this more important than anything else. What I do is I write it down on my whiteboard. Every day I look at it. Every day I'm reminded, okay, Bitcoin came down here and retested the daily, right? Just look at this, retested the daily. Huge upside, right? Well, the weekly is right here. So on a weekly retest, that would be even more confirmation that Bitcoin is very bullish. You lose this level, you lose the 200 simple, and then you're worried, right? Like, ugh, bull trap. But Bitcoin is very strong right now. That's what we know. The bulls put in massive upside, 40%, 45% gains over 11 days. Bitcoin season. Now, I've got some amazing shout outs to give on my trading group. This person, you renewed for the year. He said, I appreciate you put together such a fantastic group. This person sent me pictures of 5 Rolexes. He said, thanks again for everything you're doing. Hey, all made trading crypto. This person, my life has radically changed since the blessed day that I joined your group. It's that easy, right? Join the group, I'll help you make money. I'll teach you how this market works. I'm super hyped on getting as many people up to speed to take advantage of this next bull run rally that's ahead of us. This person been in the group 5 days. I made $1,000. Paid for the group, banging. Right now, for 1 week, we're lowering the prices, rock bottom fees to join the group, $200 off, lowest price ever, plus 60% off. Go over to my website, cryptorev.net. Join. Listen, if you have any questions, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. Every day, we constantly post setups in the group, tons of winners. The group pays for itself. It's a no-brainer. I want you to write this down. Okay, so we talked about June 1st, Hong Kong. They're going to allow retail investors to invest in large cap cryptocurrencies. Large cap crypto started moving to an extent today, but we need to see a pullback from Bitcoin dominance. Is Bitcoin done? Is it going to just take a break? We'll get some good altcoin movement while it takes a break. And we're going to answer those questions throughout the video. All the top stories from today. When I Googled Hong Kong crypto, Hong Kong, they got a backlog. So many people want crypto licenses there. Demand is huge. 80 firms expressed interest in establishing presence in Hong Kong as far as crypto goes. Aussie crypto exchange hints at Hong Kong base. Hong Kong and other exchanges eyeing Hong Kong base. Why? Listen, Chinese investors set up businesses in Hong Kong and they buy through Hong Kong. And this is the money flow about to come in, and it happens on June the 1st. Well, guess what? Guess what elite traders do? They buy before the news. They buy the hype. Elite traders are programmed to buy before the actual event, right? And so here it is. Write this down. Like, make this part of your strategy and understand this idea. Litecoin, one of the top gainers. This thing took off. If you get a retest here, that's a good entry for Litecoin. But again, you got all this volume coming in. Litecoin, the last time I talked to you guys about Litecoin took off and started a really good rally after the altcoins. Okay, so this is, hey, one of those clues. Something could be happening with Litecoin. Dash, when do we talk about Dash? Dash is one of those coins that is normally early on when it starts moving, and it's not broken out yet. It broke out of this small pattern on the 8-hour time frame, but you got this crazy like cup and handle pattern forming on the higher time frames. What we're looking for is just to move up to this resistance that on the higher time frames would make this giant cup and handle that will lead to tons of upside out of Dash if Bitcoin cooperates. And it's always an asterisk by everything we talk about, if Bitcoin cooperates, right? We're in a time where we haven't seen anything like this before. Questions about the banks, Fed's hiking rates. Bitcoin must break its ties to the stock market. Go the other direction. Today, it kind of followed it, and I'll show you in a second. But Ethereum, you got news April. Ethereum's really been lagging compared to Litecoin. This breakout level right here, about you break this level and you're running up to potentially 2,000, 2,100, right? Shanghai upgrade. People locked up their Ethereum previously. They're way down on their investments. They're not, I don't think personally that they're going to sell after taking a big loss. If you lock up your Ethereum, you're long-term in this market, and you know this is part of the market cycle. Everything overall is down from its highs, and you make money as these coins go up. Bitcoin dominance, here's what it is, and it's this simple. Trendline resistance. And so here's what we're waiting on, we're preparing for, and we have to be mindful of. When this thing moves sideways or moves to the downside would be even better. This shows you that the altcoin money flow is happening, and it's trying to trade altcoins. On these moves to the downside, you have huge moves out of the altcoins. So you want Bitcoin dominance to trend lower, and altcoins will take off. So as soon as Ethereum takes off, I'm looking for downside on this. But Bitcoin, if Bitcoin has more upside in it, just very possible, you might see this thing break out, and then we have to revisit these ideas later. Dollar getting wrecked. Good for crypto normally, good for stocks normally. DXY, more downside we want. The bulls want more downside. If you look at Bitcoin on the 4-hour, you had this pullback from yesterday's Fed news, and then the bounce. Now, bearish retest possible. You put in a couple red candles, but if you look at the stock market, same thing, same pullback. You had the bounce, then you had a bigger pullback. Okay, so now the question is, because the stock market right now, they're following each other to a point. It's not double bottom with some bullish divergence here. So eventually you see short-term move to the upside. You just don't want this bear flag to break lower and drag Bitcoin with it. Altcoin season indicator is right here. It's called Total 2. It's the top 125 altcoins. So altcoin season, normally the way the money flow works is new people FOMO into Bitcoin, right? It's Bitcoin season. People are putting their money into exchanges and using cash and buying Bitcoin. First, that's where it starts. And then it trickles down to larger cap cryptos. Remember, on the 1st of June, you've got Hong Kong opening up, and they'll be limited to the larger cap cryptos. And that's the Chinese narrative where you see Neo take off, other Chinese coins. CFX was one that's done real well that we've been trading. Ethereum moves, which is lagging. You'll see Total 2 break out, right? So this is good altcoin season indicator. And this is an amazing Adam, Eve double bottom, but it has to break this level. For the real altcoin season, I'm looking for a break right here. And then it's the easiest money you can make in this market. So right now, if you do not know how to trade, if you do not know how to chart, if you do not know a lot of these basic ideas, constant updates are given in my trading group. Join the group. I can help you change your life forever, because I've done this so many times before. I remember I started buying Bitcoin at $1,000. I've been doing this for a number of years. Very successful trading group, thousands and thousands of members in the group. You've got to check it out. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment in the comment box. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.